Today's video is brought to you by Beautiful Halo. Thank you so much for sponsoring me, first of all. And if you guys would like some good quality anime merch, you can go to Beautiful Halo, link in the description below. And on your next $49 plus order, you can get 5% off with the code MEME. And if it's $99 plus, you can get 10% off with the same code MEME, M-I-M-E. Let's get right into the video. Welcome back, guys. This is THEKINGofWEEBS, and this is what if Naruto was banished from the Leaf Part 3 finale. Last time we left off with Naruto actually trying to find Orochimaru around the village, but of course he couldn't find him. Anywho, now, of course, the Hokage was actually trying to, talk with the Leaf Elders to, allow Naruto back into the village. But of course, the Leaf Elders are declining because Naruto has done something unacceptable, especially because he nearly killed the girl. But of course, the Hokage, now knowing the truth, actually wanted to tell them, but he couldn't get both Naruto and Naruto in trouble. Anyway, of course, now Naruto actually goes off on his own to actually watch the preliminaries, because he does hear about the preliminaries from the Hokage, and so he sneaks in. Anyway, now Naruto, who actually sneaked in to the preliminaries, watches the fight. Since he's not really there to fight Kiba, it's actually Sai annihilates him easily. But anywho, now of course after that, Saki annihilates her opponent, then Sakura annihilates Ino, and the double knockout actually is between both Hinata and Neji, and it will be between them. Anywho, now Naruto keeps watching the fights, and he finds one person really interesting. Of course, it's the Jinchuriki of the One Tails, Gaara, and of course the fight begins as per normal and ends as per normal. Of course, Naruto wants to stop Gaara from destroying Lee's legs, but if he actually does that, he's going to get caught, and he's going to get kinda annihilated by the Leaf Elders and everything, punished. But anywho, now he allows that to happen, and he's pretty pissed off, and he's like, I'll keep an eye on him. I'll be the one to keep an eye on him. There's no need to worry anymore. And of course, the Leaf actually was worried about Gaara's actions, because not only did they just see Gaara kinda ending someone's future ninja career, but of course Naruto knows that Gaara could actually pose a threat to the Leaf. Anywho, now Naruto watches him day and night for the next month. Of course, here, since Jiraiya doesn't really need to train Naruto, in the end, he actually, I'm just saying, Naruto does know the summoning jutsu man now. In the end, he actually he's actually able to, train his godfather. Oh, I'm confused. Anywho, of course, he gets to train Naruto, and Naruto actually trains in the summoning jutsu, and she already knows the Rasengan. She's a pretty OP 8-year-old, but 7-year-old right now. But anywho, now a month has passed, and Naruto, everyone's ready for the Chunin exams, and since Naruto hasn't really been there to fight Kiba, Sai is actually going to fight Sakura, especially because Neji lost, and Neji's ways have gone better. He's not like, destiny decides your fate and everything, blah blah blah. He's not like that anymore. Anywho, the fight begins with Sai actually using the Super Beast Scroll straight away, and since Sai really never met Naruto, he's not really changed it, but Saki and Sakura are the ones to actually begin to change Sai. Anywho, now Sai says, may the best one of us win. And as he says that, he actually gets the Super Beast Scroll out and actually already draws 2 tigers to attack Sakura. But Sakura, being Sakura, was able to punch through the 2 and literally annihilate them. And the ink just falls to the ground. And of course, then, out of nowhere, Sai actually blitzes Sakura. Remember, Sai is not really good at, taijutsu, and that is what he's been mostly training in. And yeah, he's been training in taijutsu a lot. Since Sai actually does want to become a Chunin, and that is only because he got influenced by Sakura and Saki. Anywho, now Sakura actually retaliates by actually punching, Sai right in the face and making him go fly. But of course, Sai turned into a clone of ink, which then actually turned into two other tigers, and basically from the back. That kind of sounds wrong, but still, Sai then actually, summons two other tigers. So there are four tigers that Sakura has to take care of. But then Sai actually takes this opportunity to actually, sneak up behind Sakura and actually, put her out of this fight. And Sakura lost because she actually got outsmarted and she got, overpowered because of four ink tigers attacking her, and then Sai actually sneaking up behind her. Anywho, after this, the next fight, of course, should have been Saki's, but Saki's still late, so her fight will actually be delayed. Of course, Naruto's worried about Saki or what happened, but it is what it is. She was with Kakashi, so he should actually, not worry. Anywho, now, of course, the next fight is Shikamaru versus Temari, which was one of the best fights in the whole series, and still to this day, it's one of the best fights in anime, to be honest, in my opinion, of course. But of course, there are other amazing fights in anime. I'm not going to mention too many. I'm not even going to mention any, to be honest. Anyway, now, of course, that fight goes the same. And Shino wins as a default win, since Kankuro didn't want to fight Shino for some reason. I forgot the reason why, or I'm not sure, can't remember, but still. Anywho, now the next fight should have been Saki's and Gaara's, and of course Saki was about to get eliminated until she appears with Jiraiya last second, and she's ready to actually fight. And here, you know how Lee should have challenged Saki at the beginning of the Chunin exams. It never happened because Saki's out, I don't want to fight you, there's no need, we can fight in the Chunin exams, of course, if you can pass up to the finals, of course. And of course, that and now Lee got annihilated, and so Saki kind of wants to take revenge, especially because she wanted to fight Lee, but it is what it is. She saw that if she fought Lee with the strength she had back in the days, before, Lee got annihilated, she probably would have lost. Anywho, now, after this, of course, the fight against Gaara actually begins. And the fight against Gaara isn't going to be easy, especially because, Gaara is not going to give her an easy win. And anywho, it begins as per normal, with Saki actually, activating her 3 Tomoe Sharingan this time. 3 Tomoe, I repeat, 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and blitzing Gaara, which Gaara was able to, stop easily. And of course, Saki then, unleashes a barrage of, taijutsu, and yeah. Of course, Gaara was actually able to stop all of this, but something that Gaara didn't notice is that during this time, Saki was just gauging how fast, Gaara's sand can get, and she actually went pretty fast, and she realized that maybe she has to go even faster, and so she takes off the weights that she's been, wearing over this 1 month, and she's like, I wonder if you can keep up with this. And as she says that, she actually teleports in front of Gaara, and the sand was so it was so slow compared to Saki, and Saki was actually able to kick Gaara right in the chest, and sand was too late to actually stop protect Gaara. And then Saki went off on a rampage, not a rampage, but still she went off onto Gaara, and she kind of annihilated him. Anywho, now Naruto's watching this, and he's really ecstatic to see how strong Saki's gone over these past few months or 3. But still, anywho, Naruto keeps watching the fight and sees that Saki then actually decides to end it. But then as she was out trying to prepare her Chidori, she actually gets kicked in the chin by Gaara, and then Gaara says, do you really think I'll let you win that easily? And as he says that, he actually creates spikes of sand, which then try to trample a falling Saki. But then Saki actually uses her wind ability. Yes, she actually has wind release to actually create a wind air palm, and actually create enough force for her to jump back up. And while she's up in the air, she's airborne now, and she actually creates a Chidori, which is actually pretty impressive, especially because she's right in the middle of the stage, and she's up in the sky, and the lightning is going everywhere, not on the spectators, but still it looks like that she's she's lighting up the whole entire stadium. And now she's falling in front of Gaara, and she was about to stab him right in the chest or the shoulder, but then Gaara, still creates a sand dome because she was coming pretty fast against him. And then of course, Saki is able to penetrate the sand dome, which is actually Gaara's strongest defense, technique. And of course, she stabs Gaara's left arm, left shoulder, not arm, but still. Gaara kind of gets pissed off. Well, I say kind of, but he truly gets pissed off. And yeah, he lets everything out. And of course, now the Sand siblings actually take Gaara to the forest where he should be transforming, and then he can cause a havoc on the leaf. And of course, Naruto sees that Saki was following Gaara, and basically Naruto went to Kakashi and saying that, Kakashi Sensei, I have this. Don't worry. Just handle the rest. And basically, of course, as he says that, then he actually disappears, and Kakashi's like, what's Naruto doing here? What? And of course, he's confused, but he really doesn't have the time. And so he actually follows Naruto's instructions and leaves everything to Naruto. But of course, Sai, Sakura, and Shikamaru was actually dragged into it, but Sai and Sakura we're not going to allow our friend to get hurt. As what they mean by friend is, Sakura, but still, not Sakura. I meant to Sakura. Saki. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto is following, Saki, and he's telling her to stop, but Saki's not listening to him, especially because she can't really hear him, and that is because, some side effect of the Chidori, especially because, she kind of annihilated it. She put way too much chakra into it. The side effect was that she couldn't really hear. Literally, she is kind of deaf right now, especially because of, and that is because of the sound that the Chidori emitted when she actually, created it. And anywho, after this, of course, Naruto keeps following them, but then, he realizes that not only were the others following him, but also, other ninjas were following them, the other guys. Anywho, so now Naruto realizes that he'll have to stop the chase against, Saki, and then, looks back and says, you idiots, did you not notice someone's following you? And of course, as he says that, he realizes that one of them is already missing, and, the other two actually will go past him and say, of course we noticed, and one of our friends gave up himself to protect us. And of course, Naruto's like, guess I was stupid. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto keeps up the chase, and he's actually behind them now. But anywho, of course, Temari appears, and here, Sai says, I'll take her on. You go, Sakura. And Sakura's like, alright. And of course, Sakura is going on her own, and then Naruto's like, you idiot. Do you not understand that this is going to be dangerous? Go back. You won't be able to finish this mission. And basically, Sakura's like, don't underestimate me, Naruto. I'm not as weak as you think I am. Anywho, Naruto's like, I'm not calling you weak or anything. I've seen your fight. You're amazingly strong, but you don't understand who Gaara is. Do you really know who Gaara is? Huh? And basically, Sakura's like, shut up and just get out of my way. You're not even part of the village anymore. I don't know why you're trying to help us. And basically, Naruto's like, I don't care if I'm not part of the village. I'm still a leaf villager, and I believe so. And basically, Sakura then says, oh, really? Is that why most people hate you in this village? You should just leave, like the elders told you to. You're not needed in this village. All you do is cause trouble. And of course, Naruto takes that to heart, and he's like, do I really? And anywho, now, Naruto, of course, kind of getting bummed out, but still, he can't really let, his friend Saki get hurt. Of course, now he's actually following them, and then Kankura appears. Of course, Naruto and Sakura were like, God damn it. And of course, Sakura's like, Naruto, you take him on while I go search for Saki. And Naruto's like, what? And basically, as he says that, of course, then out of nowhere, Shino appears and says, you two both go. I'll take her on. You got this, Naruto. I believe in you. And of course, Naruto and, Shino weren't the best of mates, but they didn't hate each other, and they actually talked quite a bit in the academy. And of course, Shino was like, why the hell is Naruto getting banished from the village? Like, he did nothing. Everything he does is good for the village and for himself. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto just looks back one time and sees Shino actually beginning his fight, and he's like, God damn it, Shino, you better survive. And of course now Sakura's like, of course he's going to survive, he's not someone like you. And Naruto's like, you should really shut before I kill you myself. And then actually takes the lead and gets out, goes full speed towards Saki. Oh, I got confused again. Anywho, of course, Naruto actually wants to save Saki with everything he's got, especially because Saki is like his crush. But anywho, now, of course, Naruto searching for Saki and actually arriving to them, and Sakura actually arrives a bit later. So he sees that Saki is actually in her curse mark state, and she's annihilating Gaara right now, especially because she's a lot stronger here. But still, now out of nowhere, Gaara actually goes all out and lets out the full one tails, and basically Saki gets stepped on. Literally, her bones crack, everything cracks, and basically Naruto's like, no, Saki. And of course, as he says that, then Sakura actually gets in the way and comes to punch, Gaara, saying that, how could you hurt my friend? And of course, as she says that, Gaara just flicks her away, to be honest, Shikaku. And Naruto's like, God damn it, and catches Sakura and basically tells Sakura, are you okay? And Sakura's like, I'm fine. How about you help me get rid of this monster? And basically Naruto's like, you'll just get in my way. Take Saki, go get some help. Take refuge somewhere else in the village. You'll be safe there. This fight, it's really going to be hard, so get out of my way. And basically Sakura's like, again, you're underestimating me. And basically Naruto's like, I'm not underestimating you now. I'm actually telling you to go because you're going to get in my way. I don't want you to see my true strength. And plus, you might actually get killed in this fight if you get in my way. And of course, now Sakura's like, you really think I'm that weak? And Naruto's like, Sakura, I'm telling you to go. And as he says that, he lets out a bit of his bloodlust, and Sakura realizes that Naruto's not joking around, and basically Naruto's glaring at her with a pretty, a strong glance, and he's like, I told you to get out of my way, and you will get out of my way, or I'll actually kill you, you prick. Anywho, of course, now Sakura understands and just takes Saki and goes off on her own. And yeah, Naruto's like, that took a while, but anywho, let's get to business, Gaara. And of course, Naruto kinda understands Gaara. Of course, he doesn't really know Gaara's background story, but because no one has told him yet. And yeah, anywho, of course, now Naruto, while he fights, he asks Gaara why he's doing this, and basically Shikaki actually answers Naruto's questions. Of course, he's fighting on Gamabunta as always. And anywho, of course, during this whole attack, Naruto was actually summoned by the army to actually go protect the villagers, and Naruto's fighting to protect everyone. And yeah, she sees that there is a massive toad and a massive tanuki fighting each other, and basically Naruto's like, is that Mr. Gamabunta? And basically, of course, she knows about him because the toad that she summoned was actually the other one, I'll say the green one. But anywho, now of course Naruto finishes the fight by saying that him and Gaara are pretty much the same. They're like brothers. They've gone through the same exact pain. Everyone in the village hated them and everything, you know what I mean. And anywho, of course, then Naruto says that Naruto will be Gaara's first friend. He doesn't need to worry about not having friends anymore. And yeah, anywho, now Naruto, of course, fainting after beating Shikaku, wakes up a few minutes later, realizing that if he doesn't get out of here, he'll get in trouble, by the Leaf elders, especially because he's back in the village without their permission. And anywho, now, of course, Naruto was actually getting out. I'm just saying, Naruto's ribs are actually broken, especially after the fight that he just had. But still, anywho, then, as he was actually trying to get out of nowhere, two ninjas appear. And, of course, they're not ninjas that actually know Naruto really well. But it's actually, Asuma and... Asuma and... I forgot her name. God damn it, I actually forgot her name. What was her name? Asuma and Kuronai. There we go. Sorry, guys. That was my fault. And anyway, Asuma and Kuronai actually appear, and... oh, sorry. Let me repeat that. Asuma and Kurama appear, and they're like, Naruto? And of course, as they say that, Naruto's like, yes, here's me, what do you want? And of course, they're like, what are you doing here? Weren't you banished from the Leaf Village? And Naruto's like, it's none of your business. Anywho, I suggest you take Gaara back to the hospital. After all, they've been tricked by Orochimaru. They really didn't want to attack. And just saying, Naruto knew this information because he actually made some, he actually asked, Gaara, who did this right before they fainted, and basically Gaara's like, it was the Kazukage. And of course, Naruto actually, right before he left to get Saki, he saw that the Kazukage turned into Orochimaru, and he just came to that conclusion. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto told them that the Sand Village got, manipulated by Orochimaru, and it's not really their fault, and they shouldn't really have a grudge against them. And anywho, now Naruto's about to walk away, but they actually stopped Naruto, saying that he's injured, he should stay back, it's okay, they won't tell the Leaf Elders that he's been here. And basically Naruto says, I don't care if you tell them or not, it doesn't really matter to them. It doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. Anywho, of course, now Kurona's like, Naruto, you really have to get healed. If you leave like this, you'll be hurt. And basically Naruto's like, it's fine, don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Anywho, of course, Naruto then actually was about to leave until he was actually stopped by two other people, which were, his sister, Naruto, and, what's his name? Jiraiya. Anywho, I said, what's his name? Jesus. Anywho, Naruto and Jiraiya actually appear in front of Naruto, and they say, Naruto, we want you to remain in this village for a bit. And basically, Naruto then says, please, older brother. And as soon as, she says that, Naruto's like, only because Naruto asked me, I'll stay. But what is it? Tell me. And basically, of course, now they're like, the Hokage, he's been murdered. And basically, Naruto's eyes widen, and he's like, damn Orochimaru, I'm going to kill him. And of course, as he says that, he's actually laying out a bit of the, Naruto's chakra. And then, Jiraiya's like, Naruto, calm down. You're letting him out. And as he says that, Naruto's like, God damn it. Even the fox. Damned fox. Why do you really have to come out now? Anywho, now, of course, Naruto was pretty pissed off that he couldn't help the person that helped him when he was actually, raising Naruto. It was like a grandfather, for Naruto and Naruto himself, and now he's gone. Anywho, Naruto was really sad that, the Hokage was dead, and Naruto was pretty pissed off that he died, especially because he could do nothing to help the Hokage, and so he's freaking pissed. Anywho, now Naruto's like, alright, I'll wait, but I'm telling you, I'll go back and find Orochimaru and kill him myself, and no one can stop me then. Understood? I'll avenge the Hokage myself. And of course, then, Jiraiya understood why Naruto was doing this, especially because Jiraiya actually knew how much Naruto liked the Hokage, especially because the Hokage was literally like a grandfather to Naruto and Naruto. And anywho, now, Naruto and Naruto, of course, talk to each other while, Naruto was actually getting healed. And yeah, they have the funeral. Saki actually woke up from her little comatose, state. And yeah, anywho, of course, Jiraiya was asked to become the fifth Hokage, but he declined, saying that he's not qualified enough, and there is someone better than him, more qualified, more worthy to be the Hokage. And of course, it's Tsunade. Of course, they said that, and then the Leaf Elders explained to Jiraiya that Tsunade doesn't want to return to the village. That's been confirmed a long time ago, and basically Jiraiya's like, I'm sure she'll come back if I convince her. And of course, they're like, if you can't convince her, you'll have to become the next Hokage. Understood, Jiraiya? And Jiraiya's like, don't worry, I'll bring her back. After all, I was her old teammate. Anywho, now, of course, Jiraiya actually told Naruto this, and Naruto's like, you idiot. You're such an idiot. Why would you not become the Hokage? And of course, then, Jiraiya then explains to Naruto that he's not worthy. He did nothing in his life to, actually help the village or anything. And Naruto's like, you're an idiot. But at the same time, you are my godfather. Anywho, of course, Jiraiya's like, yeah. Anywho, now after this, Naruto and Jiraiya were about to, I say too many times. Anywho, Naruto and Jiraiya were about to leave to go and find Tsunade, and out of nowhere, they got a little surprise. It was actually Naruto, and Naruto asked Danzo to actually go with Jiraiya, and just saying, Naruto wasn't actually found out yet. Only a certain amount of people knew that Naruto was in the Leaf Village, and anywho, now Naruto actually wanted to go with them, and so Naruto and Jiraiya allowed it, and they said that they will be training her, and Naruto was ecstatic about this, and then out of nowhere they get the news that Kakashi and some Jonin were attacked by 2 Akatsuki members, and yeah, of course, Naruto and Jiraiya now actually needed Tsunade to be in the Leaf Village, because no one can really help the comatose Kakashi, and so Tsunade actually was needed in the Leaf Village. And yeah, anywho, now after this, Naruto and Jiraiya leave. Naruto actually began her training into mastering the vanishing Rasengan, which Naruto actually knew. Jiraiya doesn't know it because he doesn't have lightning release, while Naruto and Naruto actually do. Anywho, now Naruto then explains to Naruto that she needs to master how to use chakra releases properly before doing this, and Naruto's like, it's fine, I trained in the Anbu and I know how to do it. And basically now she actually began her training, while Naruto continued his training to master the Rasen Shuriken. Of course, Naruto wanted to join Naruto in mastering the Rasen Shuriken, but she wasn't ready enough, especially because she didn't know the vanishing Rasengan yet. She could not learn this. And anywho, now Naruto was also doing this mostly because he actually wanted to and train in Sage mode, which he really wants to actually learn, and that is mostly because of Jiraiya teasing Naruto that he knows it and Naruto doesn't, and Naruto's like, we'll see who'll know it after I've mastered the Rasen Shuriken, and I'll even master Sage mode, unlike you, Jiraiya Sensei. And of course, Jiraiya says, I'm pretty sure you will master it one day. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto keeps training until, one day, Naruto and Naruto were left in the, hotel room, and yeah, they got a knock at the door, and basically, it was the 2 Akatsuki members, and Naruto told Naruto to actually escape, and Naruto was like, no, I'll stay, I'll help you, brother, I'll protect you. And basically then Naruto's like, alright then, you'll help me, right? And as he says that, of course, he makes a clone which actually teleports behind Naruto, and puts her out of this fight, and literally he karate chops Naruto on the back of the neck, and then actually takes Naruto away, while Itachi and Kisame were trying to stop this from happening, but then Naruto's like, I'm your opponent, not Naruto. And as he says that, then he hears Saki's voice, and it was screaming Itachi, and basically then she was actually trying to attack Itachi, and Naruto's like, god damn it. And of course he needed to stop this because Itachi could actually kill Saki, and so he was about to help out Saki, but he sees that Kisame is in his way. Of course, Kisame wasn't about to allow, Naruto to interfere with Itachi's little fight against his little sister, but still. Anywho, now Naruto's like, get out of my way, you damned shark. And as he says that, Kisame is like, oh, we have a feisty one here. Well, you shall be coming with us, Naruto Uzumaki. You'll be coming with the Akatsuki, understood? And Naruto's like, I'll be coming with no one, especially not you guys. And plus someone looking like you, I'm good. And of course Kisame then laughs and says, you're really a feisty one, aren't you? And Naruto's like, I don't care what kind of person I am, but get out of my way. And of course, while this was all happening, Saki was getting told that she's weak compared to Naruto, and she needs to get stronger because she's nothing if Naruto and her were to fight, Naruto would annihilate her, and she wasn't really too bothered about this, to be honest. But of course, and then Itachi went on to say that if you ever want to know what happened to our family, you'll have to become stronger than Naruto. You'll have to become stronger than him to be stronger than me and get answers from me. And of course, he's only doing this because he wants, Saki to hate him. But of course, Saki takes this to heart. She realizes that she needs to hate Naruto. She needs to hate Naruto, and she needs to hate her brother to get stronger, to find out what happened to, her parents. But of course, she doesn't want to hate Naruto, and so she's just going to fake that she hates him. But anywho, of course, she needs to get stronger, and of course, she's actually put under the same coma as, she's put under the Tsukuyomi, just like Kakashi. And yeah, of course, Naruto was able to take care of Kisame by actually, kicking him away from, this building. But then Jiraiya and both Guy appeared, and yeah, of course, then the two Akatsuki members actually decided to escape. And yeah, anywho, after this, Guy takes Saki and wishes good luck to Naruto and Jiraiya. Of course, Guy doesn't mind Naruto. He's seen Naruto. He's actually visited Naruto when he the Hokage was still alive, the fourth Hokage. And yeah, he actually knows that Naruto is the fourth Hokage's son and everything. But yeah, now, after this, Naruto, who, kept up his training in the Rasen Shuriken, realizing that Itachi Uchiha is super strong. Compared to him, he's nothing, and he needs to get as strong as Itachi, especially because he wants to, protect himself, his little sister, and he wants to, help out Saki. But anyway, of course, they still find Tsunade, and here, the one to actually get pretty pissed off at Tsunade was his little sister. Of course, Naruto then says, "You don't understand. The Hokages gave their lives up for the Leaf Village. You can't understand, can you? After all, you did leave the Leaf Village." And as he says that, of course, Naruto got pretty pissed too, and actually calls Tsunade an old hag, saying that one day, he'll surpass her in strength and everything. And of course, Tsunade's like, "Who are you calling old hag, you little kid?" And Naruto's like, "I'm pretty sure you understand who I'm calling old hag, don't you, old hag?" And of course, then Tsunade's like, "Do you want to take this outside, kiddo?" And as she says that, Naruto's like, "Of course I would." And yeah, anyway, the fight against, Naruto and Tsunade goes a bit similar to the original, how Naruto actually flops the Rasengan. He's actually pretty pissed off, especially because she badmouthed both the fourth, the third, and all the other Hokage, the other two. Anywho, Naruto was mostly pissed off that she badmouthed his father and, the third, like someone that who was basically like a grandfather to him. And yeah, anywho, Tsunade is like, "Who taught you that technique? Was it you, Jiraiya? Why would you teach a fool like him a technique like that?" And of course, as Jiraiya's like, "He's not a fool, Tsunade. You'll understand one day. Just return to the village now." And basically, of course, Tsunade is like, "I'll never return to the village." And basically, Naruto then says, "How about we make a bet, Miss Legendary Loser?" And of course, Naruto actually knows that Tsunade is like a betting addict. And yeah, of course, Tsunade takes the challenge, and she's like, "All right, what is it? I'm pretty sure I know what you're about to say." And Naruto then says that if you can master the Rasengan within a week, then she returns to the village, and if he can't, then she can remain doing whatever she wants. And of course, Naruto and Naruto actually look at each other, and Naruto starts kind of laughing, and Tsunade's like, "What are you laughing at, kiddo?" And as she says that, Naruto's like, "She's not laughing at anything. Anywho, we have a deal, right?" And Tsunade's like, "Yeah, alright." And Naruto's like, "Okay, in a week we'll meet up. And then if I can show you that I mastered the Rasengan, you'll return to the Leaf Village, correct?" And of course, Tsunade's like, "Yes, correct. Exactly." Anywho, now, Naruto and, Naruto actually just waits a week, and instead he actually masters the Rasen Shuriken within this week. And basically, of course, Tsunade still gets the same, deal with, offer from Orochimaru, and she realizes that this is the only chance that they will get to kill Orochimaru. And yeah, anywho, Naruto actually, as per normal, they still saved Tsunade, just that this time, Naruto was there with Naruto, and they both did a Rasengan at the same time to beat the hell out of, Kabuto. And in the end, Naruto was the one to kind of annihilate Kabuto, not Tsunade. But she gets over her fear of blood, and she's the one to actually finish Kabuto off. And yeah, sounded wrong. Anywho, now, Kabuto and Orochimaru escape, and Tsunade realizes that, Naruto could be the next Hokage, and she's like, "You're just like my little brother," and gives him the necklace that, they were betting for. And yeah, anywho, she still gives him the kiss on the forehead, but still, anywho, that doesn't matter, that's irrelevant. And of course, she becomes the 5th Hokage, and Naruto then, tells, well, it was about to leave, but he still wants to, say goodbye to Naruto. I mean, not Naruto, to Saki. Of course, Saki, once she woke up, she's like, "Naruto, I want to spar against you. I want to fight you. I want to see who's the stronger one out of us." And basically, Naruto's like, "Saki, wait, no, we can't. You just woke up. You're injured." And of course, Sai's there too. And basically, Sai then says, "No, Saki, you're injured. You can't fight right now." And basically, then Saki gets pretty vexed, and she's like, "Am I asking you lot? Am I? I'm asking Naruto, not you guys. Get out of my way." And of course, the fight actually begins with Naruto actually, in the end, doesn't really not wanting to do the Rasengan, and actually, taking out Saki. And after this, Saki wakes up a few hours later, and Naruto didn't leave today, and he was just next to her, of course, sleeping. And of course, Saki realized that Naruto's in the same bed as her, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And of course, Naruto then just moves, and he doesn't wake up, but then Saki's whatever. And yeah, of course, she goes outside to catch some air, and she trains until she actually gets surrounded by Sound 4 Shinobi. Well, not Sound 4 Shinobi, the Sound 4. Anywho, now of course, they show her that she can get more power from Orochimaru by actually getting the Curse Mark 2, and she actually accepts, and she leaves on the night. Of course, Naruto, waking up and, realizing that Saki's gone, of course, searches for her around the whole entire village and can't find her, and in the end asks, the Hokage to, put up a search party for, Saki, but of course the Hokage really can't do it right now, especially because, Saki's not even been missing for a day, and so Naruto has to wait a day. But then Naruto says that, alright then, and of course, actually gets ready on his own, and is like, "I gotta leave the village anyway. I'll find Saki. I'll find her. If she escaped the village, if she left the village, I'll find her and bring her back. I cannot allow this to happen." And of course, now Naruto actually leaves the village. Of course, no one really cares, except for, the Hokage, Jiraiya, Naruto, and Shikamaru and Choji, who actually have been talking to Naruto the past few days. Of course, no one else actually knows about Naruto being in the village. But anywho, now, Naruto, of course, follows traces of the Sound 4, which he didn't know what the Sound 4, but still, he's actually going by instinct. He can feel full, pretty strong chakras in the far distance, actually heading outside the village at a high pace. And Naruto really can't feel Saki, because Saki's actually had the pill of death, how she has to go under a near-death experience, and so she had the pill of death, and so now Naruto can't really actually feel her chakra. He can't sense her. Remember, he's a sensory ninja. Anywho, now Naruto, of course, keeps following them until he actually reaches them. He doesn't know what's in the barrel, but he has a sneaking suspicion that could be Saki, and so he shouts out to them and tells them, "Give me Saki back." And as he says that, Jirobo looks back and says, "I'll take care of this one." And as he says that, of course, Jirobo actually turns on his Curse Mark 2 straight away and literally blitzes Naruto so hard that Naruto doesn't even see it coming. And of course, Jirobo punches Naruto in the chest, well, not in the chest, in the stomach, so hard that Naruto, spews out blood, realizing that this must be it. And so, now, Naruto actually begins the fight against Jirobo, At first, he takes it easy, but then realizes that Saki, might be in danger here, and so he actually decides to get 2 of his kunais out and allow a ton of lightning out of his body, and says, "This is it for you." He takes, keeps the kunai next to his face, and as he does that, he actually, throws one at top speeds and then teleports in front of Jirobo with a Rasengan in his hand. But Jirobo was actually able to see this coming and literally, punch Naruto in the face, and he was about to, right before, the punch connects, Naruto says, "Gotcha, checkmate." And as he says that, he actually teleports in front of, over Jirobo, because he actually threw a kunai as, he created the Rasengan. Remember, he only has 1 kunai now, and the other one was up in the air. And then Naruto, having a Rasengan in his hand, smashes it into Jirobo so hard that Jirobo's skull cracks, and Jirobo's taken out and he's dead. Anywho, now Naruto says, 1 down, 2 more, 3 more to go. I said 4 because Kimimaro will be there. But remember, Naruto took some pretty major damage here, especially because Naruto actually broke a few ribs during this fight, and that is mostly because of Jirobo's immense amount of strength, like literally physical strength. Jirobo can punch so hard that he can break a mountain. But still, now Naruto starts heading towards Saki, and Tayuya comes. Of course, this fight goes a lot different. Naruto actually didn't expect Tayuya's flute, which makes Naruto actually sleepy, and Tayuya takes this opportunity to, get 4 kunais out, 1 in her mouth, 2 in her hands, and 1 literally she threw right before she got the other 3 out. One of them shanked. No, I wouldn't say shanked. Literally hit Naruto right in the chest, which actually, punctured Naruto's chest, and he's bleeding now. And Naruto looks down and realizes that he has to wake up and takes it out. And now Naruto actually, throws his own kunai. But as he does that, Tayuya actually is able to blitz Naruto and, slash Naruto with her 2 kunais right down his, chest, his, front, torso. Anywho, Naruto has an X there, just like Luffy does. How Luffy's X looks like on his chest. But yeah, Naruto has had enough, and so he then says, "That's enough." And of course, bleeding, losing blood, already losing out chakra as well, actually decides to go all out and takes out his, a scroll with a sword that he had, a small, 2 small swords. Well, not small, they're actually katanas, to be honest. And basically Naruto, of course, then says, "It's over for you, lightning style, dual wielding." And as he says that, it's actually dual wielding from Sword Art Online. But Naruto starts cutting up Tayuya, and then ends it with a slash right in the middle, an X slash, just like Tayuya did to him. But this time he actually annihilates Tayuya so hard that he actually cut her to a molecular level, and he can cut so fast. And this just took 50% of Naruto's chakra, and he already used 10% against Jirobo, especially because of that Rasengan and all those teleportations. But here Naruto used one of his strongest techniques, one of the forbidden techniques that he created on himself. And if anyone else used this kind of technique, they would die, because Naruto's chakra is like just teenage Naruto, since he is 13 by now, but still. Or 12, but still, Naruto, remember, has more chakra than some Chunin, and this could kill people. And this Naruto has way more chakra. He actually has, chakra, a bit more chakra than some Jonin, but still, even Jonins could die using this technique. But not only that, Jonins need to be fast, and Naruto, not only did he use lightning release to increase his speed, but also he used lightning, the flying Raijin to increase his his movements. And anywho, after this, now Naruto actually went off to find the next one. Remember, Naruto's bleeding, and while he was going, he's actually bandaging himself up. But by the time he actually finished, he got an arrow straight through his chest, and Naruto falls to the ground. This was actually Kidomaru. Kidomaru had no mercy. He already knew that Naruto was coming towards them, so he went into Curse Mark 2 and kind of punctured Naruto's chest. But Naruto then says, "Is this really it? Is this where I'm going to end up? No, I'm not going to end here. not yet. And as he says that, lightning comes from his body, and literally Naruto looks like pretty much a demon right now, because like literally he's walking with a hole in his chest, just like Whitebeard did. And so Naruto then gets his scroll out again, but this time only one katana, and says one should be enough for you. And as he says that, Kidomaru does another, one of his arrows, and Naruto literally uses his speed and katana to literally cut through the one arrow, and literally he cut it in half, and the arrow went two different sides. And now Naruto actually got a kunai out and a katana, and says, this is it for you. And as he says that, he actually teleports behind, and this is not actually teleportation, this is literally body flicker. And then basically Kidomaru saw this coming, and so he actually turns around and literally does uses another arrow. And Naruto's like, well, you're much easier than the others. And as he says that, he teleports behind Kidomaru and just slashes through, the back of his neck into his neck, and at the other side of his neck, and that just decapitates him. Naruto, as he teleported, he actually, threw a kunai and literally teleports in front, behind Kidomaru. Kidomaru turns around, and Naruto, teleports behind, and then it just decapitates him. But remember, even though Kidomaru was the easiest opponent, Kidomaru did the most damage out of everyone. I know Tayuya cut Naruto right through the chest, but now Naruto had a hole right in the middle of those, I'll say little, but it's pretty big, that X. Anywho, now Naruto, of course, says, I can't stop, I have to keep going. And as he says that, and just saying, it's been hours. The fights took so long, and especially the chase was, the longest bit. Naruto took a few hours just for the chase, and now, of course, he took quite a bit for the fights, especially the one against Tayuya. That was the longest one, and even Jiroba was the second longest. This was the shortest, just 10 minutes of fighting. And anywho, of course, mostly because Naruto was on the floor. But anywho, now Naruto goes against, Saki no Nukon, and of course, Saki actually wakes up, and Naruto realizes that he has to finish this quick, and so he gets his two scrolls, his scroll, and this scroll actually had both katanas, and now Naruto's ready. He's ready to use the dual wielding, but of course, he knows that if these two were the last ones, that means they must be the strongest ones, right? And so Naruto says, you better be worth my chakra. And as he says that, he opens his eyes and literally lets out a ton of lightning, more lightning than ever before. And basically Naruto, of course, he's glowing now. He's literally glowing blue, and he's like, it's all over. You die here, both of yous. And as he says that, he takes one step and literally, already in front of, behind Saki no Nukon, having his two swords now, looking like Zoro, and literally annihilating them. And yep, Saki no Nukon got cut in half, both of them, and Naruto was able to do that within a few seconds, literally one step, guys, one step. And yeah, now, of course, Saki no Nukon are dead. Naruto actually, realizes that it's not going to be easy the next fight, because he can feel an immense amount of chakra. Not only did he feel Saki's chakra going past another immense amount of chakra. Now, anywho, Naruto kept going and already had his swords out, and realized that Naruto literally is running low on chakra. He only has 20% of his chakra left. I know that technique used against Saki no Nukon was even stronger than the technique against Tayuya. But to think about the technique against Tayuya, Naruto did it so much that he, annihilated to a molecular level, while that one was just literally ending their lives within one step. I know just that much took literally 30% of Naruto's chakra. Well, sorry, 20% of Naruto's chakra. He used 10% against Saki no Nukon. 10% against what's his name? Jirobo. 50% against Tayuya. Pretty much, literally like 1% against what's his name? Kidomaru. But of course Kidomaru did most of the damage to Naruto, and of course Tayuya was the second most. But now, anywho, of course, Saki no Nukon took Naruto's 20%, and he basically has 19% left. But of course he recovered like 10% when he was actually bandaging himself up, and he was going a bit slower. Anywho, now he realized that he'll have to fight someone even stronger than all four of them put together. Kimimaru. Anywho, Naruto arrives to the field, and his bandage is all red, and says, I don't really need them. And as he says that, he actually throws, stabs one of the, well, puts one of his katanas into the ground and literally rips out the bandages and says, and takes the katana back out and says, "Are you ready to die?" And as he says that, Naruto teleports behind, Kidomaru already. And as Kidomaru, is pretty strong, he actually saw this coming easily. Kidomaru actually has a lot of information about Naruto, especially because, people have been spying on Naruto from Orochimaru's ranks. And yeah, Naruto didn't even notice them. That's how good they were. And those were most, the sound for actually. Anywho, now Naruto started fighting Kidomaru with his two swords, and Kidomaru actually created two long bones to use as katanas, and they were even stronger than Naruto's, swords. But something that he didn't know, Naruto's swords are legendary swords, legendary katanas. Of course, I'm not gonna say the names because I don't know any names for it, unless I could use, Zoro's katana's name from, Naruto only has 2, Zoro has 3. Anywho, and just saying, I'm implementing a lot from One Piece because I'm going to start rewatching One Piece. Yes, of course, I stopped after, literally the 2-year time skip. I stopped, well, actually, I kind of stopped at the beginning of the Big Mama arc, or something around there when they actually introduced Big Mama and that. And yeah, so I kind of stopped after that. And now, I want to restart. That is a little, I shouldn't be saying this now. But anyway, Naruto keeps fighting and realizes that he'll really have to try hard now. And so, yeah, actually, puts the katanas back, and basically Naruto, using just his strength, his body strength, breaks the 2 bones and creates a Rasen Shuriken and says, "This is it, Kimimaru. I'm sorry. I didn't let you transform. Maybe you would have been able to beat me, but I cannot allow you to let me beat me." And as he says that, of course, he throws the Rasen Shuriken, and Naruto did that without even noticing it. Naruto did it just like out of instinctively. Naruto just threw the Rasen Shuriken, and somehow it worked out, especially because, Naruto has been training so hard with the Rasen Shuriken, and, he already has the Vanishing Rasengan, and he already had some kind of, format of throwing a Rasengan. He already knew that you can throw a Rasengan, and so he did it instinctively, just how he throws the Vanishing Rasengan, but this time also Rasen Shuriken. Kimimaru went flying up in the air, and an explosion happened. Of course, now, this explosion was so big and so loud, and so, like, the light coming from this explosion was so much that you could be seen by, the villages, the whole entire Leaf Village. And of course, Jiraiya, who was actually around this area, actually went back to the Leaf Village and said, "Was that Naruto? I felt Naruto's chakra." And basically, Tsunade felt this chakra too. Naruto used so much chakra there that everyone could feel it. It was all of this chakra raining, and Naruto was literally standing there. Even Saki looked back, and she was, about to go back, and literally, but then realized that she has to keep going, and so she kept going. Anywho, Naruto was just standing there, pretty much lifeless at this point. But then the Nine Tails kicked in, said, "Are you really going to let her go? Are you, Naruto? Naruto's Maki. Are you the type of guy to give up? I've known you for years. You've grown up with your parents, then they died. They left back a kid, your younger sister. And now you're just going to die standing here. What a pitiful death, Naruto Uzumaki." And as he says, as he finishes that sentence, Naruto's like, "Oh, really?" And literally, Naruto appears in front of, Kurama, and this Naruto is completely different. This Naruto has, steam around him. He has an ominous aura, and Naruto looks at, the Nine Tails, and this is not a Naruto who is desperate, and he literally, puts out his hand and literally steals chakra from the Nine Tails. Naruto then's like, "This should be enough. I'll make this into my own chakra. I won't use your chakra. I'll only use mine. And I'll turn this into my own." And as he says that, Naruto actually replenishes 20% of his chakra just by taking a little fraction. Just that little fraction. A little molecular fraction of the Nine Tails chakra, and makes it into his own. And Naruto, regains consciousness, looking up at the sky, then realizes that Saki is still around him. Naruto uses his all of his speed, to actually catch up to Saki. Saki realizes that Naruto's coming, she could feel Naruto from a distance anyway. But of course, Saki realizes that this is it, and she'll have to fight Naruto. Of course, she believes that she can actually beat Naruto, especially because he just used that much chakra. And anywho, now, Of course, Saki just stands on Madara's, statue, and basically Naruto arrives on Hashirama, still bleeding and everything. Naruto looks at Saki and says, Saki, please return to the Leaf Village. Please, I beg you. And of course, Naruto's struggling now. Of course, Saki's like, my love, yes, I'm saying it now. I love you, Naruto, but I can't return. I'm sorry. Not as long as I don't find the truth about my brother, what he did to my clan. I'm sorry, Naruto. But one day I'll return. And of course, Saki's smiling at Naruto. And Naruto, dumbfounded, he's like, you love me? And of course, as he says that, Saki actually appears in front of Naruto without even curse mark too. Naruto was off guard, and she has a Chidori and says, I'm sorry. And yes, I love you. And as she says that, she stabs Naruto right through, where he was stabbed before. And, how the arrow went through Naruto's chest. Right there, Saki just went through it again. And she's crying. She's literally breaking up. And, her heart is broken. And at this moment, Saki awakened the monkey Sharingan. Of course, she didn't notice because he actually deactivated straight away. But she was so sad that she stabbed the love of her life, and she was, like, maybe he might die, maybe he might survive. She can't be sure of it, but she already did it, and what's done is done. Anywho, she pulls out her hand, realizes that the blood of her beloved is on her hands, and realizes how, Itachi must have felt on that night. And now, of course, she gets a bit closer to, how Itachi felt. Anywho, Saki then lays Naruto down onto the water and, kisses his forehead and now leaves. And, of course, Saki leaves her headband next to Naruto's, which Naruto's actually fell once he actually fell to the ground. And, of course, Saki stopped him. Anyway, now Naruto is gone. Naruto is, pretty much dying right now. And Naruto actually wakes up, in the same place where he saw the Naruto's. And Naruto's like, Naruto Uzumaki, you pathetic human being. Not only do you let your guard down over a love confession, but you can't fight back after getting stabbed. I gave you my chakra. I gave you the chance to regain your strength, to beat Saki Uchiha, to return her to the village. And now look at you, about to die. This is the last time I'll do this for you. And this will be the first, last, and only time I'll do this for you. And literally, the Naruto just looks at Naruto and is giving Naruto his own chakra. And basically, the Naruto's boiling chakra wraps around Naruto, and Naruto gets healed. Of course, Naruto, even though he gets healed, his wounds are not, just the bleeding is stopped, but the wounds are still open. He's not bleeding anymore, but he will have those scars forever and ever, for the rest of his life, until the day he dies. Of course, then Naruto will be freed of those scars. Those scars are to always remind him of his failures, of everything that he's failed in his life, to be not only to be strong enough to protect the people he loved, but also to be weak and not being able to beat people he could have beaten easily if he just tried from the very beginning instead of taking it so lightly. Of course, Naruto's own cockiness actually brought him down. Naruto was cocky against Jirobo, which then realized that Jirobo was actually really strong, especially physically, and so he had to cut him down. Then Tayuya, he let down his guard. He let her bring out her flute, which actually made Naruto dizzy. And Tayuya then actually slashed Naruto in the chest. But then Naruto, used too much chakra when he could have used just 10% of his chakra to annihilate, Tayuya. She was actually weaker physically than Jirobo. And then he even failed against, Kimimaru and, Kidomaru. He got stabbed right through the chest, and that was stupid of him. And so now Naruto, realizing all of his mistakes, actually wants to give up. But of course, then he's taken back to, he's taken back to the village to get, healed by Tsunade herself. And of course, Naruto then realizes, once he wakes up a full week later, realizes that, he fucked up. Naruto is stupid enough to get cocky enough to get destroyed by not only the Soundful, not only by, his beloved, but he got caught off guard by a love confession. Naruto, realizing that he's not fit to be a ninja anymore, wants to resign. He wants to resign from being, a banished, leave Shinobi and just wants to become his own person. Naruto then leaves the headband, but keeps, Saki's one. And of course, Naruto, as he was, walking out, Jiraiya then told him about, the Akatsuki, and Naruto says, I'm aware of them. I'll kill them. I'll kill them one day. Not as a leaf shinobi, not as a shinobi, but as a failure. I'll kill them as a failure of this world. Someone that shouldn't have been born. Someone who is a failure. I repeat, failure. And of course, Jiraiya's like, Naruto, you're not a failure. You don't understand. If your parents saw you now, they'd be extremely proud of you. Do you not understand? And literally, Jiraiya, pulls him by his collar and, he's looking at Naruto's face and literally saying, do you really think you're a failure? Do you now, Naruto? And Naruto then says, let me go. You shouldn't be touching me. You know I'm a failure. You know how I failed. I was too cocky. If only I was stronger. And of course, then Tsunade came and said, no, Naruto, it's not your fault, it's mine. I was too stupid. I should have created a team to search for Saki when I had the chance to. But instead, you took initiative. You were thinking better than me. You were thinking like a Hokage. You were thinking like someone who actually cared about this village. I'm stupid. It's my fault. I'm so sorry, Naruto. And Naruto then says, don't blame yourself. It's all my fault. Goodbye, Bachan. Goodbye, father. Godfather. Goodbye, Naruto. I know you're there. And of course, Naruto's crying. She's like, don't leave again, please, I beg you. And basically, of course, Naruto then says, actually goes next to Naruto, kneels down, because Naruto is actually really short compared to Naruto. And then, pats on the head, smiles one more time, saying, your failure, brother, will always be your brother. I'll always love you, Naruto. I want you to get stronger. I want you to become the next protector of this village. I want you to become the Hokage. I want you to save the shinobi world. I'm no one to be capable of doing that. I'm sorry. I hope you can do this without me. I hope... No, why am I hoping? You will be. You'll not be a failure, I believe. And one more thing. Leave. Leave the route. Go with our father, our godfather will teach you. He will teach you sage mode. He will teach you how to control the nine tails. He has the key to the cage. You can learn everything from him. Now, I'll be going. Goodbye. Goodbye, village. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, identity. And as he says that, of course, Shikamaru then says, are you really giving up, Naruto? Are you? And basically, Naruto says, I'm not giving up. I'm really not. I'm not giving up, I'm telling you. I'm not giving up on anything. I'm just doing what this world told me to do. I was a failure, so I shouldn't try. I shouldn't try to be a shinobi. I should be the failure I am. And as he says that, Naruto then disappears. Of course, Shikamaru is like, damn Naruto. He's depressed. He doesn't understand anything. Who was it? Who told him he's a failure? Naruto's not a failure. All the things he's done, he saved the Leaf Village from Shikaku, from the Wantos, from the sand. Not only that, but he killed the people who trapped the Hokage in that death trap against Orochimaru. And not only that, he tried his best. He was so close to bring Saki back. If only I was there with him, maybe I could have made up a plan to actually help him. God fucking damn it. And as he says that, of course, Naruto is actually going on his own. And of course, Naruto will be training on his own. He's not Naruto anymore. He's failure. In his name, he's failure. Anyway, of course, Naruto in the next 2 years and a half actually trained his body all the way to failure. He trained so hard that every time he finishes training, he's on the ground, bleeding out. But then, luckily, he survives. And that's not luck. That's actually the Nine Tails seeing that Naruto understood how he failed. The Nine Tails are actually proud of Naruto, understanding that he's a failure. But he doesn't understand why Naruto does it so hard. Why does he want to kill himself while training? Is this his way of repenting? The Nine Tails doesn't understand. But one day he wants to understand. He wants to understand why Naruto's doing this. And that is the only reason the Nine Tails is actually healing Naruto. It's been 2 years. Naruto's been out in the wild. No one has heard of him, except for rumors about a kid, a teenager, who goes around and kills the evil in this world, the hatred in multiple towns, cities, not cities, towns, villages has been taken out, the corruption has been killed, and that person always called himself failure. Naruto was recognized by the whole entire world. He was recognized as the failure. That was his nickname now. He is the new failure, basically. Well, not new. He's the first and ever failure that's saving this world. Naruto doesn't believe he's saving this world. He believes he's repenting for all the mistakes he's done. Saki, of course, realizing that Naruto has changed. Naruto doesn't call himself Naruto anymore. People know his true identity, Naruto Uzumaki. But Naruto always denies it, saying that his failure, his name, his identity has been taken away 2 years ago. And now his failure. He's recognized as an S-rank shinobi, a top tier, a Kage level fighter. If you see him, if you're an enemy of the failure, you run. You see him, you flee. You do not fight. You have no chance unless you're a Kage or one of the Akatsuki members. Of course, Naruto has abilities out of this world. Some abilities that can even take out tail beasts. Of course, no, well, not take them out, but of course, pop a good fight. Naruto has this ability where he uses 2 katanas to even cut down a full tail beast bomb. Of course, Naruto now realizes that he needs to get even stronger to, be able to repent for his failures. And anywho, Naruto realizes that he really needs power. He's not power hungry, but he realizes that he needs to get stronger. So he summons Gamabunta the first time in 2 years and a half. Well, not 2 years straight. Anywho, then he looks at Gamabunta. Gamabunta looks at him and says, "It's been 2 years. Your sister, Jiraiya boy, they're all searching for you. Why aren't you going back to the leaf? Damned kid." And of course, Gamabunta gets out his katana and points at Naruto with it and says, "I'll kill you if you don't tell me the truth. Tell me why you're doing this." And Naruto then says, "If you want to die, you can keep fighting me. Ask me again, and you will die. I told them why. I'm a failure. Now, I need you to answer a question for me." And Gamabunta's like, "Why should I?" And Naruto's like, "Do you really not want to answer this?" And basically, as he says that, Naruto, lets out all of his blood dust, all of his, you know what I mean, all of his hatred for himself, literally himself. Anywho, Gamabunta is literally, he cannot handle this, literally. He's on the ground, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And of course, Naruto then says, "How can I learn Sage Mode? Teach me Sage Mode now." And of course, Gamabunta's like, "Come with me, kids." And of course, he reverse summoning jutsu is done to Mount Myoboku. Naruto then says, "Do not tell Jiraiya, Sensei, and Naruto that I've been here. If you do, I'll come back and destroy this whole entire place, Mount Myoboku, right?" And as he says that, of course, Fukasaku is like, "Kid, you don't scare me. I don't care what you do to this place. You don't deserve the things that you're doing to yourself. I've heard from Jiraiya boy. I've heard from little Naruto. You should go back to them one day. But I'm not one to speak. I'll teach you Sage Mode, just like I did with Jiraiya boy. And, alright. And I'll give you the key to the gate of the Nine Tails." And Naruto's like, "Why would you? You don't have permission." And then, of course, Fukasaku says that, Jiraiya said, "If you ever see Naruto, if Naruto ever comes here, give him the key no matter what. He needs it. He will get stronger with it." And Naruto's like, "Alright then." But then Fukasaku says, "You have 6 months to master Sage Mode. And if only you master Sage Mode, I'll give you the key. But if you can't, if you fail at this too, we get to execute you in Mount Myoboku, understood?" And Naruto's like, "Fair enough." And Naruto only accepts because he knows he's a failure himself. He doesn't believe he deserves to live anymore, to be honest. But anywho, now, Naruto in 6 months is able to become a full-fledged perfect sage. Of course, even the great Elder Toad sees potential in Naruto. He sees that Naruto is someone who will bring peace to this world. He can see he's like the Sage of Six Paths. Anywho, Naruto gets the key to the cage and actually leaves Mount Myoboku, saying that to tell Jiraiya Sensei and Naruto, his little sister, to tell them he loves them. He loves the whole entire Leaf Village, and he will do everything in his power to protect it from afar. He'll be the shadow of the village, the shadow that will always protect the village as a failure though. And anywho, now Naruto leaves, clicks his fingers, and looks back, smiles for the first time in 2 years and a half, and moves away. Naruto, of course, now actually meditating one day and actually waking up into his own mindscape. He looks at the Nine Tails and wants to tell him something. He sits down and says, I want to thank you, Nine Tails. I want to thank you for all the things you've done for me in the past years. Every time I was on the ground, bleeding out, you're the one who was saving me. I know that. Thank you so much, Nine Tails. I want to just tell you this. I'll give you freedom. I'll give you freedom out of that cage. And don't worry, I won't attack you. I don't mind if you attack me either. You could say it's a truce, but if you want to fight, I'll fight. Anywho, thank you. And as he says that, the Nine Tails is completely baffled on what Naruto's doing. Naruto takes off the seal, opens the cage, and then says, thank you for everything. And then just leaves. The Nine Tails was baffled, but the Nine Tails saw something in Naruto. He saw the Sage of Six Paths in Naruto. He saw something different. He saw a wise man in Naruto. Of course, Naruto realized he actually came at peace with this world. Naruto has reached true peace. He may be one of the strongest shinobi, one of the most feared shinobi, one of the shinobi with most kills under his name. But he's a wise man that no one can really mess with. He has knowledge that other people don't. Just by his, the Naruto's can see Naruto's a completely different being now. Naruto's failures turned Naruto into a success. Anywho, now, Naruto, who actually wanted to go visit one of his old friends, a friend that he hasn't seen in years, Gaara. Naruto arrives at the, Sand Village and sees havoc, panic, destruction. Of course, he doesn't see the actual village destroyed, but he can see some buildings destroyed, some parts of the village destroyed, some shinobi dead, and he can see that people are panicking. Naruto goes down. He goes and asks what happened here. People recognize Naruto, especially one person, the one shinobi that actually went to the Leaf as, the Chunin team leader of Gaara's team, and says, Naruto Uzumaki. Oh, shall we call you failure? I'm not sure. And Naruto then says, anything you'd like, I don't mind, but just know I'm a failure. And then he goes down on his knees and says, please, save Gaara, save Kankuro, I beg you. I'll never ask for anything else, please. And he's on his knees, and Naruto's like, stand up now. Never go down on your knees in front of me, especially not to me. You can do it to anyone else, but not me. And yes, I'll save Gaara, I'll save Kankuro. They're my friends. I'm Gaara's only friend after all. I'll save him, I'll swear it. And as he says that, he goes off on his own, and Naruto, taking his time, of course, sees Kankuro on the ground. Naruto then returns to the sand as fast as possible, gives the antidote to the poison. Naruto's actually mastered medical ninjutsu over these 2 years too. Yes, Naruto's actually an OP motherfucker right now. Anywho, now Naruto says, this is the antidote. I'll be going now. I'll finish the Akatsuki. The 2 Akatsuki members that captured Gaara. Naruto arrived 2 days and a half later. Gaara nearly dead. Naruto breaks in, cuts down, the seal and the cave, cuts down the actual, cave entrance. Anywho, Naruto with his 2 katanas looks apathetically and says, give my friend back or die. And as he says that, he actually teleports, he actually cuts down, Sorcery's shell, which actually breaks, the ritual to, seal the One Tails away. The One Tails is saved, and Naruto, now says, okay, Gaara's safe, you guys are dead. Anywho, now Naruto lets out some of his lightning and literally goes to, Deidara, decapitates him easily. But not only that, Naruto keeps cutting, slicing, dicing until, Deidara is no more. Deidara got cut so many times to a molecular level, he disappeared. He became ashes. Now, Naruto looks at Sasori. Sasori looking scared. He gives up. He gives up, literally. Sasori begs for Naruto's mercy. Naruto then looks at Sasori and says, Sasori of the red sand, I see. Let me make you a proposal. Return to the sand. Be a shinobi of the sand for the rest of your life until you retire. And never, ever return to the Akatsuki, or I'll kill you here. You have one choice. Well, you have two choices, to be honest. Die here or live as a shinobi, loyal to its village. And of course, Naruto gets close to, Sasori, and Sasori says, I accept. And I know who you are. You're Naruto Uzumaki. You're a leaf shinobi. And I heard your feats. We all know in the Akatsuki that you took out 5 of Orochimaru's strongest men. And I want to give you this. This is information about where I meet with one of my subordinates, with Orochimaru, one of my spies. I want you to take it. You can go. You can meet up with them. You can kill Orochimaru if you want. And you can bring back that friend of yours. Thank you. And now, basically, Naruto, Sasori, and Gaara return to the village. Naruto has Gaara on his back, looking at Gaara, smiling, saying, my friend. And of course, Gaara wakes up on the journey. Of course, by the time they arrive, Team 7's already there. Sai, Sakura, and Kakashi. Naruto never returned. But, of course, that doesn't matter now. But there is someone else. There is someone else in this team. Someone strong. Pretty much one of the strongest shinobi in the leaf right now. It's actually Naruto. Naruto, of course, only being 10 years old. Yes, only being 10. She's actually put this mission because she's one of the strongest shinobi in the leaf right now as a 10-year-old. That's how you know she's a generational genius. But there are people stronger than her. For example, Naruto, Jiraiya, and of course, Akatsuki members. But anywho, now, Naruto says goodbye to Gaara. Gaara's like, but why? Naruto, please stay a bit. And Naruto says, I'm sorry, but there is somewhere I have to be. And you, Kakashi-sensei, Sakura, Sai, and Naruto, I hope you're all doing well. I hope the leaf is doing well. And yeah, I'll be leaving now. And of course, Naruto actually, teleports in front of Naruto. And, kisses her on the forehead saying, my little sister, you should be careful. The Akatsuki is after me and you. So, don't worry. If the Akatsuki ever gets you, I promise you, I'll kill every single one of them to bring you back. Even if it costs me my own life, I'll save you. So never worry. Always trust in me. And of course, then Naruto says, if you would do that, why don't you just return to the village? And Naruto says, because I believe you can protect it. I don't need to be here. Anywho, goodbye. And as he says that, Naruto teleports away and, actually waits a week. A week later, the appointment with the Sasori. Sasori was actually forgiven by the sand and, became an S-rank shinobi for the sand. Chio wasn't dead. Sasori wasn't dead. Gaara having a bit of, Shikaku. And I'll see a third, but still. Anywho, now, Gaara actually, getting some advice from Naruto right before he left. Naruto actually, wrote to, well, not right before he left, after he left, that's what I was meant to say. Naruto wrote a letter to, Gaara saying that he should, try to master the strength of his, tail beast. All he has to do is beat the tail beast in battle in his own mind. He just has to meditate. But he needs to be strong enough. If he loses, the tail beast will take control of his body and, kill everyone in the leaf or the sand. Gaara's more than capable enough to beat Shikaku by now, and so he actually does it. Gaara becomes one with Shikaku. Not one, but still friends with Shikaku. Shikaku actually decides to, trust in Gaara as a friend. But anywho, after this, now, Naruto... Naruto actually meeting up with, Orochimaru and Kabuto. Orochimaru smiles at Naruto and says, "Oh, Naruto's Maki. I guess you came to me. That snake sorcery gave it to you after all. Anywho, how you doing, my friend?" And as he says that, Naruto punches him in the gut, saying that, "Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'll kill you here." And as he says that, Kabuto actually gets in the way and, tries to chakra scalpel him out of the way. And, Naruto actually breaking Kabuto's arm, saying, "Are you sure you want to fight me? I think you should escape if you want to escape with your lives." And as he says that, Naruto is surrounded by fire, blue fire, coming out of his body. And, Naruto looking like a demon, but then lightning coming out. Naruto then, getting pretty pissed off, but then Sasori and Orochimaru escape. Naruto, being pretty pissed off, actually follows them, and in the end, comes to the hideout and still sees Saki. Saki then says, "Hi, Naruto," and Naruto then says, "Hello, it's been a while. 2.5 years? I guess so." Saki replies by, then Naruto's there, "How have you been?" Saki then, Naruto and Saki have a little conversation while Orochimaru and Kabuto are really on guard. Naruto would never do anything to Saki, but still, Naruto's there. "So, are you really sure you want to continue being with Orochimaru? You're way stronger than him by now, I can tell." And, Saki says, "I'm telling you, Naruto, I'll return to the Leaf Village soon. I love you, Naruto. Goodbye." And as she says that, Naruto, wants to hug her, but she disappears. She actually goes off with Orochimaru. Anywho, weeks later, not weeks later, days later, Naruto, of course, not days later, Naruto, while he was actually, roaming around, he actually comes across, 2 Akatsuki members. Well, no, he doesn't come across them, but he comes across 2 Akatsuki members getting attacked by 4 Leaf Shinobi. It was Team 10 versus, Kakazu and Hidan. Anywho, of course, Saki by now actually kills Orochimaru. The word is spreading already, but of course, right now, the fight against, Kakazu and Hidan is happening. Anywho, Naruto arrives and actually saves, Asuma right before Hidan could slice him up, take a bit of his blood. Naruto was able to save Asuma by actually, propelling both of the 2 Akatsuki members. Then Naruto says, "It's been a while, my friend. Shikamaru, Choji, friends, how you been doing? I know I might not be the best of friends, to be honest, but I want your forgiveness for leaving the Leaf Village, but I'll still protect it with my life, and I'll still protect you guys with my own life." And as he says that, Naruto gets out his 2 katanas, the thing that he's known most for. Naruto's known as a samurai, well, not a samurai, but still, the samurai, land actually respects Naruto for being one of the strongest katana users ever have lived in this planet. Anywho, now Naruto actually takes out Hidan easily, and now it's, Kakazu. Of course, 1 tails, 2 tails, 3 tails, 4 tails, 5 tails, and 6 tails are already gone. Now 7 tails, is getting captured. But still, now, of course, Naruto takes out Kakazu and Hidan easily. In front, a showing of power is literally being held. Anywho, Naruto, of course, finishing off Hidan by actually, burying him underneath the ground with the technique that he created of his own. I was about to say ground style, earth tomb. And as he says that, of course, the earth underneath, Hidan actually starts crumbling and he falls into a crater. But then Naruto says lava style, molten lava. And basically, as he says that, lava actually starts falling, coming out of the earth and burning up Hidan, and basically he actually starts hardening, and basically then Naruto says, "Oh, style, Earth coffin. And now basically Earth, gets over, Earth actually not appears, like literally starts going over, the molten lava. Well, not the molten lava, the hardened lava, and literally spikes into the lava, the hardened lava, spikes of Earth. Rocks start, stabbing, Hidan. No one could really see this, but they could just feel it. What just happened to Hidan? But anyway, after this, now Naruto then, sorry, now Naruto looks at, Kakazu. Kakazu gets his 5 hearts, and Naruto says, "No need. I'll destroy all of them. Just give up, Kakazu." And as he says that, Naruto gets his 2 swords out, and something, he's like, might as well just use it today, and gets out another scroll, and a 3rd sword appears. Naruto catches it with his mouth, looking a bit like Zoro, and Naruto using a technique called, Trinity style trio of dragons. And as he says that, 3 dragons appear behind him, and Naruto, blitzes Kakazu, cuts down 4 hearts, and then, Naruto then says, "Final blow. Kakazu, say goodbye." And as he says that, he just cuts 3 times, a star-like shape of, how he does his X cut. Yeah, something like that. But imagine another cut right in the middle of that little X, and yeah, I say little, but it's pretty big. Kakazu sees this coming, but then uses his Earth Grudge to actually, counter up, but it's too late. Why are the fireworks? What the hell? Now, Naruto's move hits the ground and annihilates Kakazu. Kakazu's body disappears, vaporizes from the heat of that move. Naruto's move was so strong that it actually, melted the earth, and the earth was boiling lava. But then Naruto says, maybe I should extinguish this fire before it gets out of hand. And Naruto, creates a clone, which then goes up in the air and says, water style, tsunami. And as he says that, he claps his hands together, and water starts, coming out of the earth, and a massive water tsunami appears. And basically, the 4 ninjas were pretty scared at this point, but then Naruto says, earth style, colossal wall. And as he says that, a colossal earth wall appears and protects them from the water. This was in a secluded area, just saying. Anywho, now Naruto actually, thanks them for, well, no, the guys actually thank Naruto, for saving them. And Naruto says, "My pleasure, my friends." And as he says that, he disappears. Of course, days later, Naruto gets the news of, Orochimaru's death. And, Team Heavy has still been made. Anywho, of course, here, Naruto being a medical ninja, a top tier one as well. Naruto, you don't ask me how Naruto learned this. Do we know how Tsunade learned that? No one taught Tsunade. Tsunade taught herself. So Naruto taught himself. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto, actually being near, the Uchiha hideout. Well, the Uchiha hideout. Yeah, sorry. And so Naruto actually found this out where this was at. When he was actually traveling the world on his own, during his 2-year training gap, 2.5-year training gap. Anywho, now Naruto, after finding this out, he heads there and sees, Itachi Uchiha. Anywho, now Naruto actually enters, the Uchiha hideout, and sees Itachi waiting there. Of course, Naruto says, "I come in peace. I just want to know, why did you kill the Uchiha clan, Itachi?" And as he says that, of course, Naruto, already being behind Itachi's chair, with, his katana to Itachi's neck, Itachi just says, "I cannot tell you, I'm sorry." And Naruto's like, "You may as well just tell me. Maybe I'll heal that damn disease of yours if you do." And Itachi was like, "What?" And just saying, Naruto's here a day before Saki's arrival, and Naruto says that, "Yes, I know exactly what kind of disease you have, and I can heal it for you. I'm a top tier healer. You can actually trust me. In fact, I'll do the surgery before she comes, and before you tell me the truth. And I promise you right now that I won't kill you. And to prove it, I'll stab myself right in the chest. And basically, as Naruto was about to do it, Itachi stops him, saying, "I trust you, Naruto. You're just like a little brother to me. Why would I not trust you?" Smiling at Naruto, Naruto just smiles back. Of course, Naruto takes less than 2 hours to do the operation, but Itachi needs a few days of rest. Of course, after this, Naruto heals Itachi fully. Itachi then tells him the whole truth. Naruto crying, saying, "You're an amazing man. Unlike me, the failure I've become." And then Itachi said, actually gives an inspirational speech to Naruto, telling him he's not a failure, telling Naruto all the good things he's done, all the good things that he's created. He's repented enough for letting his, younger sister go. And of course, Naruto maybe just gets his hopes high, but then realizes that if he does that, he's just going to get cocky again. But then, Itachi pats Naruto on the head. Remember, Itachi still being a bit taller than, Naruto, pats Naruto in the head, saying that he's one of the strongest shinobi in this world, one of the strongest shinobi that ever lived, and pretty much the best shinobi that ever lived. Someone who, gives himself up to be the best he can for others. Someone who gave up their own identity to protect this whole world. Not only are you protecting the leaf, everyone dear to you, Saki, your sister, no, even me, to be honest. And not only are you trying to stop the cycle of hatred, but you're an amazing man, Naruto. You're no longer a kid, you're no longer a failure. You have to understand, Naruto. And of course, Naruto, knowing that, Danzo is behind everything that happened to the leaf. Of course, Naruto has the benefit of the doubt. Danzo wants to protect the leaf, but he just took it the wrong way. But still, Danzo deserves death. Of course, a day later, Saki arrives. And this time, the fight never happens. Naruto stops the fight from happening. Saki then, says, "Why, Naruto?" Naruto says, "Show it to me, Saki. Your Mangekyo Sharingan. I know you obtained it once you stabbed me in the heart 2.5 years ago." And Saki's like, "But how did you know?" Naruto's like, "Just show it." And as she does, of course, Naruto then, hugs Saki, saying that, "I'm sorry, Saki." And of course, Saki's like, "What do you mean?" And Saki then faints. 4 days later, Saki wakes up to find out her whole team is near her. Her brother's near her. Of course, her brother is actually wearing bandages in his eyes, same as Saki. And basically, Kisame actually escaped death from Naruto. Naruto actually allowed him to escape. Of course, then Naruto said, "I'm sorry, but I had to transplant your eyes because I cannot allow you to lose your vision. I can never see you blind, Saki." And Saki's like, "Wait, what?" And of course, then Itachi explains everything. And Saki, even underneath the bandages, you can see the tears falling down, but Naruto wipes them out. And basically, Naruto says, "Saki, I promise you, I'll bring you back to the village. I'll return to the village with you. Promise. I swear it." And as he says that, he actually, Kando gives a smooch to Saki, and Saki's first kiss was taken by Naruto. And of course, Suigetsu was kind of pissed off because Suigetsu actually had a crush on Saki, and Karin's best friend is Saki. Jugo just wants to protect Saki with everything he's got. But anyway, of course, that never happened. And while this was all happening, Kisame was actually in charge of actually getting the 8 tails, and here Kisame would never allow the 8 tails to actually escape. And so, Killer Bee actually dies. And while this was all happening, Jiraiya never actually went to, find information about the Akatsuki leader. But what actually happened is while Naruto was actually returning to the village, Pain actually attacked the village. And here, once Naruto actually arrived, the village was already destroyed, but of course there were multiple shinobi that could fight now. Naruto, Saki, Itachi, a full healed prime Itachi now, and of course Jugo, Suigetsu, and Karin. Karin actually went to heal everyone. Suigetsu actually couldn't fight here, same as Jugo, because they would just be in the way. So there were 3 fighters. Of course, when they actually arrived, Naruto went into his sage mode, but there were 2 fighters still standing. No, 3 to be honest. Of course, Tsunade, a Jiraiya injured, and a 10-year-old Naruto came in the way of the Naraka path, killing all of them with his laser. Naruto punched it, destroyed it. Then Naruto said, "Who's next? Do not touch my godmother and father and my sister." And basically, as he says that, Tsunade and Jiraiya blush, and basically Naruto's like, "When are you two getting together, huh?" And basically, of course, then looks at, Naruto and says, "My sister, you can rest now." And of course, Naruto then says, "Brother." And as she says that, she faints. And the only reason, pain actually came to the village is because of Naruto. Even though Naruto never had only had half the tails. I said tail beast. Nine tails. Anyway, since she had half, they actually went for Naruto because she was the weaker one, because Naruto's too OP right now, and the only way they can actually beat him is by using all the tail beasts against him. Anywho, the 8 tails was killed, but Naruto, of course, with the help of his 2 new allies, was able to take out Pain and actually find the true Pain. Of course, Jiraiya was taken by Naruto, who actually healed Jiraiya. Then Naruto said he actually told Itachi and Saki to wait here, while Sakura and the rest were actually congratulating them for being the heroes. But Naruto did most of the work. Naruto actually took out most of the Akatsuki, the pains. But anyway, they just watched, to be honest, because Naruto said, "Just watch me." And the fight, I'm not going to really describe it, because the fight, you could just imagine Naruto kind of annihilating all of them with his katanas, just like Zoro. Here, Naruto is more like a samurai, but of course, he's not showing his true strength, his true ninja abilities, because he's hiding them from the world, from the true, the true Naruto is so OP. You could say he's like Madara level, but not really. He's actually a bit weaker than Madara right now, even though you could see that Naruto's so overpowered. But we're talking about Madara. Madara summoned the two meteorites, and he could do more. He could do more, G. Like, my jigger. You can't chat about that. Anywho, can Naruto summon 2 meteorites in a row? I don't think so. Well, from what I know. Anywho, but you know what I mean. Now, of course, Naruto, who found, Pain, well, Nagato in the end still gave his life up, and of course trusted his dream into Naruto. And Conan was asked to come back, but Conan said, "No, I'm going to go bury my 2 friends, and I'm going to kill the Akatsuki leader." And of course Naruto says, "This is a suicide mission, right?" And basically Conan says, "Our hero is gone. Now it's your generation. Your generation will be the one to stop the cycle of hatred. Naruto's Maki, not only do you hold Nagato's dream, but Yahiko's dream, and my dream. So, you cannot let us down, right?" And she smiles at Naruto, then, sheds a tear for her and says, "I promise you, you can rest in peace, all 3 of you." And of course, she knows she's going to die here. She believes she can actually win, just like that one little percentage of a chance, but of course she actually knows that she's going to die, especially because Obito is actually a bit stronger here, especially because Obito was actually able to do a lot more damage to the 4th Hokage. He actually trained a bit more. He wasn't the one that attacked the Leaf village after a year. He actually trained a lot harder, and during those years, during those 5 years, that 5-year gap after Naruto's birth. But anywho, now, needed a sip of water there. I've been recording for nearly 2 hours. This is actually the best ever what if part I've ever recorded, and I hope you're all enjoying this. It's completely different from any other part, to be honest. Okay, maybe a bit similar, but Naruto's a lot different. Now, of course, the same fate Conan suffers the same fate. Naruto returns to the village as a hero, and everyone appeals for Naruto to return to the village. Of course, Naruto returned to the village. His banishment was cancelled. He returned, and now Danzo. Of course, since Tsunade was still under a coma, Danzo was still the Hokage. But here, they actually declined. They wanted Naruto to become the Hokage. Naruto became Hokage temporarily, and basically Naruto said, "Wait, what? But why?" And basically the Leaf Elders said Naruto deserves it the most. And of course, here, Saki and, Itachi forgave, Danzo. Danzo, of course, actually, on his knees, begging for forgiveness. He actually ripped out his Uchiha, Sharingan arm, and he even ripped out, Shisui's eye, and crushed it, and basically said, "I'm so sorry. I'll never do this again. And I guess I chose the wrong way to protect my village." And of course, Saki and Itachi actually kneel down to Danzo, and basically they say, "Danzo, we forgive you. We don't want to kill you. We don't want to do anything, but of course you do have to repent for your sins. So all we want you to do is to sorry, just kind of sleepy there. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm back. Sorry, I just needed another sip of water. Anyway, all we want you to do, that's for you to repent for your sins, is to disband the root. Let the root shinobi go their own ways." Anywho, now, of course, since they did that, the Aburama clan got back that, shinobi, so, Shino got back, like, his brother figure. But still, now, after this, of course, Naruto and and now, of course, Danzo actually retires from being a shinobi forever. But now, of course, Naruto actually going to the, Five Kage Summit, and now they actually need to do something about the Akatsuki. But of course, the Akatsuki now actually declared war on the five great nations for the last tail beast, the Nine Tails. And of course, Naruto wasn't going to allow that. But still, now Naruto, who was actually the Hokage, and Tsunade actually woke up after this, and Kabuto still became part of the Akatsuki, basically, helping out. But still, now Naruto and the rest, Naruto never got the gift. He never got the crow, and so Itachi still has it, and yeah, he's going to use that against Kabuto. Of course, we all know that, since I never mentioned it. But still, now the war began, but Naruto and Naruto actually took his little sister Naruto and himself to into a secluded area, and he actually taught her how to master the tail beast's strength, and he actually helped out. He actually got into her own mind and helped her out. But of course, this tail beast, this side of Kurama, really loved Naruto. He just loved how cute she was as a kid, and she still is. And so he's like, why would I want to fight her? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. Of course I'll give her a KCM1, KCM2, anything she wants. Get your ass out. And of course Naruto's like, demon fox. What? This is meant to be a demon fox? Are you skunked? This one ain't no demon. This one's just a puppy. And he, of course, Naruto's kind of confused, but still got out, and now he actually had to master his own, and he was kind of scared because he got 3/4 of the tail beast, and so he knows that he'll have to fight a stronger tail beast, since that one didn't even fucking fight. Anywho, now Naruto meditated and got into his mind and looked at the Nine Tails apathetically, and the Nine Tails was like, I know you're already worthy for my power, but I really want to know if you're really stronger than me in a fight. And so they begin the fight. Of course, the Nine Tails actually does a tail beast and bomb, and Naruto actually allows it. A full-fledged tail beast bomb was coming full speed at Naruto, and here is when Naruto actually meets his parents right before he's actually about to cut down the tail beast bomb. And of course, his parents actually left the chakra not only to him, but of course to Naruto too. Of course, Naruto actually says, so you're here. 1 second, let's not use all your chakra, I have an idea. And he actually breaks out, that little other dimension from his parents, and guess what he does? He actually, sorry, what he actually does is that now Naruto actually splits, the tail beast bomb in half with just one slap, well, not in half, into 4 pieces, and then, he actually absorbs the chakra and says, "These are all Nine Tails," and basically the Nine Tails like, you know what, I give up. You're stronger than me. If you're able to cut down my tail beast one without even using a move of yours, I'm pretty much in the loss here. You're stronger than me, Naruto Uzumaki. You deserve my power. Anywho, Naruto actually tells, Naruto to return to the village, and Naruto is taken by Iruka. Of course, Naruto's like, but why? And Naruto is like, I can't allow you to get into this war. It's too dangerous. I won't allow you to nearly die. And of course, Naruto enters the war, but here he only has to fight, Nagato on his own. And in the end, Saki and both Itachi arrive to help him out, and they seal him away. And now Saki actually goes with Itachi to stop the reanimation jutsu, while Naruto goes off on his own. He creates clones to actually go help out all the platoons. And here Naruto actually still has to fight all the reanimated Jinchuriki, and here is where he actually annihilates all of them and actually gets to meet all of them and get all the strengths. And basically Naruto's like, believe it, I'll be the one to actually destroy the Akatsuki and bring peace to this world and avenge you all. And basically they all smile and they all trust in Naruto. Anywho, here of course they use the crow to actually stop the reanimation jutsu, and Saki actually arrives at the battlefield with Naruto to actually help him out against the Ten Tails already. And yes, Madara still fights the Five Kage, annihilates them. And here the war is a lot different. The Ten Tails is actually getting kind of annihilated by Naruto, not of course like literally, but of course from what people are seeing, Naruto is actually able to keep up with the Ten Tails. And one of the Ten Tails, once the Ten Tails actually did the Tail Beast moment, here just saying, Saki actually arrived at the battlefield with the four Kage. Of course, she actually went with Itachi to actually find out what the true meaning of being a Kage is. Of course, she wants to find out on her own, but still, Itachi actually went with her and Orochimaru. And yeah, Team Heavy, Taka right now, Team Heavy right now are actually in the war helping out. But still, now of course, once she arrives, she actually sees Naruto actually cutting a Ten Tails tail beast bomb down, and literally to a molecular level, and actually absorbing the chakra. And Naruto has a massive boost and replenishes all of his chakra 6 times over. And maybe not 6 times, maybe 20, but still, Naruto then is kind of overpowered and creates his Kurama avatar. And yeah, now of course Saki joins him, but in the end Obito actually becomes Ten Tails Jinchuriki, and that fight kind of goes the same, just like in the original. But here Naruto actually does a bit more damage to Obito because he is actually able to use 2 katanas, one of his own, which actually became a bigger katana by actually adding chakra to it, and one of the Susanoo. And of course Itachi actually helps out by trying to seal away Madara, but in the end, after the tail beast got extracted, Zetsu used Obito to actually revive Madara, and Madara absorbed all the tail beasts. And yeah, after this, now Naruto and Saki got killed as per normal. Itachi kind of went on a rampage, was about to get killed, but of course he got stopped by Might Guy saying that he'll take him on, and Might Guy goes into Night Guy form and annihilates pretty much, but of course still in vain, and he was about to die. But of course Naruto arrived out of nowhere, saved his ass, saved him from death. And basically Naruto actually regenerated the eye, of course, Kakashi's eye. And basically of course Madara got both the Rinnegan after Naruto and Saki annihilated him. But still, Obito became part of the gang, and basically Naruto actually Obito gave back the eye to Kakashi, and Naruto actually regenerated Obito's eye, and Obito actually gave the other eye to Kakashi, and Naruto regenerated Obito's Sharingan. And now Naruto, using his 6 path Sage Mode abilities and his medical 6 paths Sage Mode medical abilities to actually literally rewrite Kakashi's eye structure to make it seem so he's an Uchiha himself, and so he can activate and deactivate it. But here, of course, Naruto gives both of them enough six paths, six paths powers to actually awaken the Eternal Monkey Sharingan. Even though they don't have the Rinnegan, they actually can use both the Susanoo now, and of course it's actually strong enough to withstand the Infinite Tsukuyomi because of the six path stage mode that they're using. But still, now of course the fight against Kaguya begins, because that betrays Madara. But here Naruto actually decides to go all out, using all the powers that he has, something that he hasn't shown anyone in this world. Anywho, Naruto tells everyone to stand back and he'll take care of Kaguya. Of course, they're all baffled, but then Naruto says, "It's fine, don't worry." Naruto then begins by actually, using his own ability, Second Gear. Something that, of course, it's copied from Luffy, and it's amazing. To be honest, my favorite Luffy technique is actually the Second Gear, because it's really sick. Like, literally, I love it. I just love that form. I wish I had it to become stronger. Anywho, but still, now Naruto actually uses steam release to use Second Gear, well, boil release to be honest, and then use the acid release to amplify it, and then gets out his katanas, and actually his katanas are much stronger, and uses all of his lightning, and he actually has seals on his katanas, so if he throws them he can actually teleport to them. And yeah, Naruto actually then uses his True Seeker orbs to 3 on each, so basically he still has 9, and he creates a katanas out of True Seeker orbs. He engulfs his legendary katanas with True Seeker orbs, 3 each, so they become even more durable. And now Naruto has 3 katanas, which basically they engulf, each of them are engulfed by 3 True Seeker orbs. Naruto is engulfed with a tail beast, literally tail beast chakra, and Naruto actually still has that boost from the absorbing that Tento's tail beast, and so he blitzes Kaguya like it was nothing and cuts her in half. But then Naruto's not done. Naruto then says Sage Art, molecular annihilation, and as he says that, he actually molecularizes, I don't even know if that's a word, Kaguya, and actually kills her, and with that gaining the a karma seal. And Naruto still having all 9 True Seeker orbs, and everyone being in awe of Naruto. Of course, there is no final fight at the Valley of the End, because Saki knows that Naruto's too OP right now. And yeah, of course, here Obito actually becomes the Shadow Hokage for the 6th Hokage. Of course, everyone is woken up from the Infinite Tsukuyomi by the 2 lovers now. Of course, these 2 actually, as soon as they become 18, they're actually engaged now, and Itachi approves of it, and they actually get married in the future. But still, I don't know a ship for Itachi, so I don't really know who to ship Itachi with. Maybe he'll become single forever, maybe he'll become gay. I'm joking, he's not gay, but still, I don't really know who to ship him with. And yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it. And just saying, Jiraiya, and Tsunade get together, and yeah, Sakura actually, since she really doesn't have anyone to be shipped with, Sai actually gets shipped by with Ino. I'll say that Sakura gets shipped with Neji. Yes, I know that's kind of controversial, but yeah. Anywho, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs, and just saying, the 7th Hokage actually becomes, Naruto, and that is all in the future. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs, and don't forget to subscribe to Kazama. One more thing, Kazama. He quit Dragon Ball Legends. And he's selling his account. He spent £10,000 on it, and he wants to just sell it for 600. Even I was thinking of buying it, but I really don't want him to quit. I don't want anyone to buy it, and I want him to keep it for himself, as to remember this. And yeah, I will always remember him in my heart. I know he's going to stop YouTube soon, and yeah, just go support him. Just a little bit of love at the end. of his journey. It's a community post made 4 days ago. Just go support him, like just go love him. Anywho, I love Kazama, and also don't forget to subscribe to Miniman13, Ratreet, and my friend Hxmesh, and don't forget to go and drop a follow on me on Instagram and Shokiro, and don't forget Twitter, and join the Discord server. We're nearly at 700 members, and yeah, hope you'll enjoy it. This was the King of Weebs, yeah, and don't forget to get your anime merch from Beautiful Halo, and yeah. Anywho, I'll be leaving now. My ducklings, you're dismissed. I just thought of something. Revamping. I'll say that Conan actually survived. Obito. She actually was able to fake that she right before when Obito actually asked for where Nagato's eyes were, she actually gave the info, and because Naruto actually right before she left, Naruto said that that he will actually help her, and right before Obito killed Conan, Naruto came in the way and was able to save Conan, and she actually retired as a ninja after that, and she remained in the Leaf village, and I'm going to ship Itachi with Conan. I know that is a little bit of a dumb revamp, but I hope if you got up to here, hashtag Conan x Itachi, if you got up to here, hope you'll enjoyed it. Please stay safe. This was the King of Weebs. My ducklings, you're dismissed, and rest in peace, Kazama, my guy. I love you, man.